Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollock with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Spartans will get this season underway as toe meets leather. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to pass, it's Carr. It's caught. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. And the explosive play, and they're on.
That his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. When you used to be able to make that play years ago, you're not doing it here in big-time college football, Rob. Not good.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans offense has its first opportunity of the day. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him. He's been very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Ready to fire from the pistol. he'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball.
Just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
It's a seam wide, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Finds his big tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Hard running there. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover. But, man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here come the Irish back on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. On the snap, it's Young. They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker. Up to 45 yards on the ground, and they wanted to have an identity as a running team, and he's giving them that in the season opener. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll go right back to it. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge?
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They'll go to the toss. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at fact.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The run from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Notre Dame always comes up with these kind of backers, guys like Bob Golick, who just find their way to the football. 2nd tackle for loss there.
And I just think of physical, smart, tough guys that are...
He lost one down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Spartans will punt this one away. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Can't get him to the ground. He's up to 86 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. Runs through a tackle. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Williams. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of it. Running wide open down the gut of the field. At the 30.
Man, in all the visions and all the great things you anticipated happening for this fellow, like in the first carry you put it on the deck, like that is a frustrating start, man. What a momentum swing in this game, too. Early fumble, early turnover to get this thing rolling.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is an absolute stud.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Good, right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Nevada stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Reno. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The sure hands, it's Williams. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Let's see what they've got on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Let's send the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Zings it complete to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete to the left. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They throwing the football, they're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. On the ground, it's Young. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next point.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. This is a designed run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going. And as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Spartans getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Slithers into space. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a...
Breaks into the open. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. He did not make it, a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights, it's good.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. It's a running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Irish! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, what execution by the offense. The quarterback making the right decision on the defender quickly. Get it to your running back. And how about the wide receivers and everybody else blocking in space, creating an alley so the running back can do the rest and make the huge play for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Boyd. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Quickly complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Firing deep. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
The lone back's got it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. That is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution.
He'll put total under and get this second half started. Coming out with it, it's Boyd. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Wide open downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab. It's Collier. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Spartans will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. To the ground with the back. Powers through the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Working that wide receiver screen. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on 1st down. He uncorks one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, this defense knew coming into this one, this offense would take shots. They know they have targets that can fly, push down the field vertically. Nice job in coverage there.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Frazier. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Finds his man. It's Farrell.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Motion from the back. They turn to the passing game on third and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Boyd. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The Spartans will have it first and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Bring in the heat. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. The throw. With the catch, it's Collier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to power their way ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And the Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. Now the toss. Turning it on. Hard-hitting tackle.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stick, OC, or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Back to pass, it's Carr. He wants to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to go up top on first down. Looking left. That's reeled in. It's Larson. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for space. It's Frazier.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Bowling Green may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Perry Stadium every time. The Falcons have been racking up road wins since the Urban Meyer days, and they get another one today.
Quick completion on the out.
Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. You've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Direct snap. It's Frazier. Grab near the marker. It's Carr. Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he tacks on the extra point. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Hines is tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Spartans look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. So the old lineman got a little too far downfield. It wipes out the touchdown, and they'll back it up 5. To the air on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They just keep firing. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here come the Irish back on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
To throw, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Makes the catch. It's Baker. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. He got it. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Frazier. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Fresno State came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks inside Bulldog Stadium had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll go to the ground. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the other. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Inside the 25. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. To the air, it's Carr. Got his man quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. So close to cashing it in for this offense. The option look. Now the toss. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going. And
he's going for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run.
Michigan State, 12.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using the quick game. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. The give from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark it down. Here come the Irish back on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
It's incomplete, trying a little razzle-dazzle there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Sends it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. Off to the races. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Get it out on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
One more play to pad the stats. To the air. It's Carr. Going for the big play. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple